We're here at the Racket and Tennis Club for the semifinals of this important stop on the SDA Pro Tour. My name's Rob Dinnerman. I'm here with Emerson Moore,
Morning.
who in college was a roommate of Chris Callis, who's about to serve for the team in blue. Him and Osama Khalifa against Michael Ferreira and Cam Pilley.
Got 3 R&T members on court: Khalifa, Callis, Ferreira, and Ferreira's actually played with Callis before, so former partners.
That's right. And Ferreira just hit a really good forehand drive down the right wall that passed Callis.
Rob, what do you know about Cam Pilley?
Cam Pilley was a top 15 player on the PSA softball singles tour, and he was reputed to have the hardest forehand in the game. On this point, and he played for years with another PSA recent retiree named Ryan Kiskelly, both of them from Australia. Kiskelly has returned to his native Australia, and as a result of that, Pilley is now with Michael Ferreira.
And where does Pilley play out of? Where does Pilley play out of?
Pilley is the head pro at the Apple Wellness Club in Rye, New York. Ferreira just couldn't quite steer Khalifa's backhand drop shot. Khalifa's very dangerous about hitting drop shots from the back wall. He'll shoot from anywhere.
So actually 2 former top PSA players on court.
Khalifa never really played on the PSA Tour. As I say, Pilley was in the top 15. Khalifa was the intercollegiate champion, a singles champion, while he was at Columbia. In 2017, he won that event, and in 2018, he was part of the only Columbia team to ever win the Ivy League championship.
Okay.
Good defense by Pilley and Ferreira. Looks like Ferreira just tinned a shot. So it's 2-all now. Callis to serve.
Callis doing his best to look like James Stout with his haircut.
Good exchange at midcourt. Great drive by Pilley. Ferreira's the only player on the tour who actually hits two-handed backhands. It's really not that easy to set up because you do lose a little bit of range, but he somehow is able to get good leverage on it and control the ball beautifully. He's probably the most aggressive shot maker of anybody in this match.
Although Khalifa with his hands is very deceiving.
Yep.
And he's aggressive, as you said, from the back, particularly his drops. As I unfortunately experienced yesterday playing in the Pro-Am.
Yes, that's right, in the Pro-Am. Ferreira just got out of the way in time on that. And then tinned a backhand attempt into the front right nick. One thing about Ferreira, he's not going to stop shooting, even if he tins a bit. He's very aggressive about shooting and is always confident that the next one's going to be a winner. A little unclear. I think Callis is questioning the call. Okay, so it's Pilley serving at 3-all right now. He hasn't rolled out his hard serve yet. Nope, lob serve still.
Same shot.
Yeah, attempt another backhand reverse. He knows he has to cut it really close, but as fast as Khalifa is.
Deadly.
From the back. Oh, beautiful. It's a look away drop shot. That's a tough angle, too. he's become. He was always somebody who could hit hard, but he's also gotten a much more finesse in his game now. He just turned to look like a cross drop off again. It's now 5-4, Callis serving from the right box. And a nice little
back.
Callis is very good in that little mid-court area. He's good at catching the nick, and that was actually not an easy angle.
No. A lot of pace so far.
That was really hit. Yeah. Khalifa can really swing off on his backhand cross court. Call that, I think. Yep. Good call.
You said that Billy's the only guy on the tour who hits a two-handed backhand, but Mikey actually starts the two hands on his racket.
Right. No, I'm saying Michael's the one who.
Yeah.
Almost every swing is on his backhand. His forehand is not two hands. He and Khalifa are having an interesting exchange on the left wall. Shot there.
I think he's not happy with himself.
Yep. His team's down 8-4, and he's hit at least 3 or 4 tens in that set of points. But they're swinging away. Great shot by Chris. 9-4 now. He's serving.
Opening a little lead here, Callis and Khalifa.
Oh boy, right on the wall. Recovery by Osama. Great lob by Callis, yeah. Boy, another good cross court.
He's not happy.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of pressure on Ferreira, and they've hit some winners at his expense. And Ferreira and Cam just had a little bit of a conversation. They lost, I think, 5 straight points now. They're down 10-4. Good
classic
by Cam. Got that huge reach.
Oh, and Mikey got him back.
Oh, a double post. Looks like I think they're going to call a stroke on that. Yeah, they're calling a stroke because Ferreira was stuck at the front right. And Osama had an open swing. So it's 11-4 now. Carlos was right up for that.
Great put away by Callis.
Oh, nice. Great shot. He didn't even move his feet on that.
Yeah.
That is a tough volley. It's 12-4 now. They are playing beautifully. Boy, Osama has really got them.
He and Callis are
backpedaling.
both moving really well with front wall.
He's really mixing up drops and lobs and hard stuff.
Fantastic
Yeah,
pickups.
great hands. Oh,
Wow.
that's a great. Now
Cam
that's a
thought
shot.
he'd reset the point.
That's a great shot, but that's a shot you can try at 12-4.
Yeah.
That was a pretty risky
And
shot.
I think Cam and Mikey just
Backing
right
away
They tried
of-
to reset the point, and then suddenly it was.
Backing away a backhand reverse corner from way over his head. That's the best shot so far of the match. Finally,
Really good.
long point, and Ferrer nailed it back, a
Kill
forehand down the middle
Yeah.
that they couldn't react to. But that ends up at an
Almost the first
8-point.
one that Sam couldn't pick up.
Yep, that is now 13-5.
Second half.
10 by Pilley, 14-5. They didn't even chase it. So it's
Conclusive.
15-5. That's a very dominant first game. I was
Yeah.
not expecting this to
I
be.
wasn't either. I think
Yeah.
that Mikey and Cam are probably going to try
And
something different for the next game.
right. I don't think it's going to be a set of 15-5s. I think
No.
this next game is going to be more competitive. Although I will say this, they need to start the game well.
Yeah.
One thing about Callis and Khalifa is they did not sort of ease up and let them get a couple of points late in the game, which you could carry into the next game.
Right.
They just put the hammer down. That is a very dominant first game against a
Started
team
at-
that was
we were at 4-all, 5-4.
and then
and then we ended
13-5,
15-5.
15-5. Yeah, exactly. And it was. Okay, we're ready to start the second game. Chris Callis will serve. The first game was 15-5 for him and Osama Khalifa, which nobody was really expecting. We'll see if Ferreira and Pili make any tactical adjustments or if they play better to make this match much more competitive, which I'm expecting they will do. This was going to be a very close match. I don't think that first game is indicative of how the rest of the match will go. And Ferreira just he'd been tinning his short stuff in the first game. He just hit a really nice front side winner from his forehand from the back wall.
So, Rob, what do you think Mikey and Cam will be doing differently this game?
So far, well, Michael, as I said, he tinned a bunch in the first game, but he's not going to stop shooting. He had a great shot on the first point, so it showed that wasn't afraid to shoot, and he's not going to be afraid to shoot. He just made a good catch from the back wall. They're up 2-love. They never had a 2-point lead in the first game.
Wow. Callis been deadly with that left corner.
Yep. Yeah, that is a spike, that reverse corner.
Yeah.
Yep. Very hard serving. Point here. Oh, Callis.
Rare for Callis to go for a front corner and not get a win.
Oh, great shot by Khalifa.
Red spot on the wall.
Inside out forehand drive with a perfect angle.
Yeah.
Past Pili. Pili's got the longest reach of anybody at his height and with his reach, and he still angled it past him. So
how tall is Cam?
He's 6'4" probably, and with a disproportionately long reach.
Yeah, it looks like he's standing a head above Callis.
Okay, Ferreira just scored a front side that nicked in front of Callis. It's pretty much the first ball that's died in front of Chris. He's been really covering the front beautifully. He's setting up well above the tee, and that makes it even easier for him to get those balls. But that one nicked and rolled.
He's setting in front of the tee, but not much has gotten past him either.
Exactly. Oh, absolutely.
He's moving back well.
And the ones that are high enough to go past him come off the back, and therefore Osama can get them.
Wow, another
just hit another winner. He is really sharp with his racket.
Yep. Incredible hands.
And this is his first STA event in months, really. It's remarkable that he's playing this well. Philadelphia. But Khalifa got it. Look how far up Callis is playing. He's been in front of Pili the whole match.
He's consistently 2 or 3 feet in front of the line.
Yep. And now
another dropper. I mean, I guess that's why, right? He's hitting such great reverses.
Yep.
And drops
front
into the
left
corner.
side. Yep. I think Ferreira was
and
expecting.
he's getting everything up there too. So
yeah, I think Ferreira was expecting something else also.
Yeah.
He didn't really react to that.
So now we're at 4-3. Hamilton 2-0.
Ooh, what are they going to call here? What? He missed the stroke. No, just a let. action by Chris on that one. Ball took a bad bounce.
Cam really hasn't slotted anything into the front right that Callis hasn't picked up.
Good play. Khalifa and Tilly had a little bit of a cat and mouse at the front wall.
Yeah. Cam nearly got a racket on it.
Yep.
Crowd liked that one.
Ferrer again down the middle.
Yeah.
He's
He
hit
likes
two winners
shot.
that way now.
Unfortunately for him, he also gave Sam the idea.
Serve out of court, looks like. Yep. Good lob.
He's doing.
Oh, there. You're getting a stroke, I think. Yep. Ferrer was ready, but that ball was hit awfully hard.
Yeah.
5-all.
I think he was probably trying to mix it up, having lobbed the exact same shot two balls earlier.
Great Ferrer reverse, and Khalifa still got it. Tim by Callis, eh?
Oh, sorry, not a 10.
Ferrer just hit it 10, I think. So it's 6-all. Ferrer from the left box to Callis, and hard serving.
Playing Sam quite hard. Seeing a lot of balls on the left. Callis is still cheating.
Ferrer hit the inside guard. Ferrer had both corners that stayed too low and shallow for Khalifa to get. That's about the first winner that's been hit in front of Khalifa this match.
Yeah.
He reacts beautifully to the short stuff. Hard serving again. Khalifa hit a drop shot, serve return winner off a hard serve. That is really hard to do.
Yep.
That was one inch.
He got a
above
racket
the
on
tin.
it. It wasn't good enough.
That's a great, great shot. Got that through well easily. Ferrer hit a nice one off.
So Mikey was right to stick with it.
Hit a few of those now.
Very different to last game.
And they need him to do that. That's the only way they're going to win enough points to stay in this game. Good defense by Callis on that. Two shots in a row. 3. They'll swing it away now.
No one's blasting through it. His hands are too good. Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, Michael, I'm not sure who's serving. Michael's serving, I'm almost sure. That's right, Callis from the left box. Yep, he's warming up. He hit a very tough. That one was a dead roller.
Yeah.
Recovery. Callis had a good forehand.
Didn't quite make it.
Cam couldn't get back. So it's Ferreira now from the left box at 9-8, and this much more competitive second game.
Much more competitive. Well, the difference is that he's making winners instead of tens.
Great get by Khalifa.
And again, and Cal's had all of those in the first game. He's still cheating up.
Yeah. It's the same. It's pretty much the same shot, and he's
Yeah.
aiming very low on it. And he's going to have to live with some tins on that because they need his winners.
Right. But I think he's only missed one this game, so.
And then you don't even listen, you just start shooting anyway.
So there's
Question as to.
the question they get. I thought he got it.
I did too.
I thought he got it. You can tell from this angle, he definitely got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're going to give him the point.
Right, Cam?
Cam raised his hand saying he didn't think he, but he got, and then he hit a 10. They would say let. I don't see how they can say let. He either got it or he didn't. Because Cam definitely ended the point with a 10.
No, 2 down.
Wow.
They're playing let. They don't have the benefit of this replay that they do.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
he clearly had his racket under the ball.
Yeah.
Okay, 9-all. Callis from the right box. Cam does have a hard overhead. He can reach up an awful long way. Well, Khalifa's kept the ball tight to the left wall when he's exchanged rails with Ferreira. Oh, great play. Cam overhit a forehand 3-wall. Khalifa had the choice of the cross court or something shorter.
And he made contact in the right wall.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
And nicked it as well.
Exactly.
So 10-9. Great play by Khalifa. I think he hit it with the ball. Yeah. Play that. Okay, so playing a let on that. Callis serving from the left box at 10-9.
That's a good effort. Is that it?
Here we go.
That was a lot. Get him.
He went for it.
10. Callis' cross court forced a 10 from Ferreira, so it's
Yeah.
11-9 now.
He went for it
Ferreira
again.
hit a good reverse corner server turn that Osama got to keep the point going. great recovery,
Great
by
recovery
Callis.
by Callis, yeah.
Yep, and good hands on that play. It's a let.
Wow.
Good.
Phenomenal get by Khalifa to save
Great
that point.
get and great positioning by Callis to
Yeah.
be in a position.
Put a racket on it.
Because at that point, Osama was out of the point.
Totally.
It's a great play to save a let out of that. You can tell that Pili and
It was an incredible recovery by Khalifa. I mean, diving.
They're drawing off the quip because Osama slipped and ended up on the floor and making that diving get. He severely sprained his ankle a couple of months ago at a tournament in Rye and missed some time, but he's obviously got complete mobility back now. He's an incredibly retriever. So Callis surveyed 11-9 from the right box.
Well, his ankle was a little tender yesterday. Callis was worried about it. He actually almost rolled it during our pro-am match. And Callis was very concerned. Yeah, he was able to walk it off, and by the end of the match, he was playing normally.
Things can happen in the pro-am.
Oh, yeah.
They're playing hard out there, even though it's a pro-am.
Great rip by Callis.
Yep. I think Pili and Ferrer need this point. They've lost 3 straight. They're still in the game, but they don't want to go down 3 points at this stage.
Great recovery by Mikey.
Oh! Collision at midcourt between. I think they're going to call a let out of it. Ferrer was in Khalifa's path to the front, but he really hit him pretty hard.
Yeah, he did.
And pushed him forward quite a bit. I think everybody's okay. And I think they're going to play let. Khalifa had a lot of momentum.
I think Khalifa might have gotten there.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna.
Yeah.
It should be a let, absolutely. Yeah, they're playing let. Yeah, he was moving full force to the front, and he actually pushed Ferrer forward quite a bit.
Mikey looked a little shocked.
But everybody seems to be okay. And Chris is, I think, from the right box. Yeah.
Intentions were pure.
He and Osama are having a little bit of a conversation between points. And Pili and Ferrer are taking advantage of the chance to do that as well. Here we go, 11-9. Oh boy, Callis hit a great volley drop shot.
Yeah.
Pili behind him off Ferrer's serve return. That return's a little too narrow, and it gave Chris a chance to poke it in for a winner. So it's 12-9 now.
Especially from his position so far up the court.
Yep. Pili had no chance at that, though. But he does hit a forehand serve return winner right into the left nick. So it's 12-10. Osama serve from the left box. Oh, good play by Callis. He was stuck a pin against the wall and he still made the retrieve.
That's the weakness of standing as far up as he has been. If Cam does decide to hit him with pace, he can jam himself against the wall. But his hands are good enough that he's getting away with it.
Yeah. There's another one. This one Cam got to. He's chasing Michael to the back. Longest point of the match.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe one of the most important
Pivotal,
ones.
yeah.
ended up going for broke on a tight volley and caught the tin with it. So it's 13-10 now.
I think he had the opportunity there.
Oh, he did have the opportunity, and but that's a huge swing.
Yeah.
He was in front of Osama, but you have to hit everything so short with Osama because he moves to the front so well.
Yeah.
And for a cut, that was just a little bit too short. Good recovery. Right on the wall on that. Good point.
Yeah.
Well, these are the last
We've
4 or
had
5 points.
Yeah, we've had a couple of very good points. In a
really
row.
intense points.
Yeah.
But they have a 3-point lead now late in the game.
Mikey and Cam know this is be tough to let Khalifa and Callis walk away with the second game and have to win 3 in a row.
Even though he's off balance, Khalifa recovered.
Wow.
Couple of great defensive plays. And then Osama hit a cross-drop winner after making a really tough get right before that.
And after he and Callis.
Wow, 14-10 now. Ferreira and Pili have played very well the last few points, and they've lost all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Great reflex volley by Khalifa.
Yeah.
That ended up in the front left,
Perfect
and Cam
timing.
couldn't run it down, and Ferreira was stuck up too far. 15-10, 15-5, 15-10. That game was closer than 15-10.
It was, yeah.
And much closer than
Much
the first
closer,
game.
yeah.
But still, that's a pretty decisive score.
Yeah.
We'll be back in a few minutes for the third game. Okay, we're ready to start the third game. Cam Pilley and Michael Ferreira were on court first before this game, and it's clear that they were discussing something they want to try a little bit different. Callis is serving at love all.
Be interesting what they're going to try to do differently.
We'll see. Callis hit a drop shot that Cam got to this time.
So far, it seems like both teams are playing much longer, much more backcourt.
I'm not sure that's so good for Michael and Cam, though. Michael likes to do things quickly, a quick strike, and he's kind of been neutralized that way.
But their starting positions are all much further back from the line than last game. And we're seeing a lot more lobs and drives.
Michael just hit a good, another good.
Wow. An incredible pickup by Callis.
We picked that
Pick up where?
right. That's a very good play because Michael's cross court was virtually in the nick.
Mm-hmm.
If Callis had not been so far forward to begin with, he wouldn't have had a swing at it, of course. But as far forward as he is, he also defends the middle well.
Yeah, he does.
When they've gone down the middle, his backhand has been able to cut it off.
But he's playing a couple feet further back than last game. He's still in front of the line, but he's a foot in front of the line instead of 3 feet in front.
Coming in 1-2.
So he just tinned a drop shot. So Cam Pilley serving at 1-2 in the third. Very few tins that Chris has hit. That was one of the rare exceptions. Osama moves so easily to the ball. He doesn't really seem to be working. He's got to be working very hard, but it doesn't look like it. Slowing strides.
Well, Callis and Khalifa just have great team chemistry. I mean, they seem to... They divide the court well.
Oh, absolutely. And that's despite the fact they haven't played very many tournaments this year because of injuries and other contingencies. So
I think that's Khalifa's second 10. I think that was Khalifa's second 10.
In 2+ games.
And a lot of aggressive shots.
He's almost out of court. Philadelphia. Oh! They almost...
Failure to communicate.
Nah, there was the moment of confusion as to who was going to play that ball.
Just after I said how well Callis and Khalifa communicate.
Yeah. Ended up being a weak return that Osama poked away. That's Philly. They really...
Well, they barely... I mean, they barely recovered that.
Yep.
Khalifa was able to just...
Michael's hard serving. He wants to try to, I think, pick the pace up a little bit, at least in terms of the beginning part of the point. Another. That should be a stroke. Well, they just called a let. That could have easily been a stroke.
I agree with the let call on that. Quick recovery after tripping over.
After he misjudged where the ball was going to bounce. Oh, great nick by Ferreira. That's not an easy shot.
No.
Way over his head and behind Khalifa too. So it's 3-all now in the third. Ferreira from the left box. He's now hard serving every time he's serving. But it really hasn't fazed Khalifa and Callis at all. Another winner by Khalifa. It's amazing. He's backing up. He doesn't have his feet.
That was
set.
actually a harder one
It's a
than
great shot.
Mike used the board before.
So hard to do that. there. I'll take a bad bounce. Oh, yeah. It nicked. Chris thought it was going to take a regular bounce, and it nicked, and he couldn't recover. So it's 4-all. Said by Cam, I think.
Yeah.
A little bit of a desperate swing. He really didn't have it through well there.
Yeah, it was behind him.
It's like a Ferreira winner. Yep.
So a competitive beginning to this game, just like
Yeah.
the first two. What happened there, Rob? You think too much pace?
Yeah, he forced an error to Ferreira. The ball was too far over for him to try the reverse corner. They're starting to open this game up. It's 7-4, and Ferreira and Cam suddenly just look a little discouraged after that point.
Yeah. Wow.
Dead Dick. Oh, a double boast.
Yeah.
Both sidewalls to the front. That was a miss hit, but it counts. 8-4. This game could get away very quickly if Cam and Michael don't respond right away. But oh boy.
Oh. That's the response from Mikey.
Okay, good. But that was awfully close to the tin, though.
It was very close.
It's a little dangerous.
And again.
Did tin that one. Same shot. He's aiming so low because he has to because of how well Osama's moving. But that one hit the tin, so it's 9-5, 5-9. Ferreira serving. That could be a stroke. Yeah, stroke against Callis. 6-9 now. Tough get by Ferreira.
A couple of really good drops, 3 really great drops so far.
Ooh,
He's playing hard. Great hands by Callis.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, Ferreira was stuck on the right wall, on the left wall, but not a good swing for Osama, so he just held up. Long, tough point. Ferreira to serve, I think. Oh, they called a stroke. Wow, it's 10-6. They just can't afford to lose points that way, and they're running out of points.
Unbelievable.
Just hit a backhand reverse.
Yep.
Wow. Wow.
With Cam that far up, too.
Yeah, as he's moving forward, he didn't even have his feet set. That's a great shot by Osama. Oh,
my God.
goodness. Osama just hit an incredible backhand volley into the front left right nick.
He's found his spot.
Oh boy, he's hot now, and they've got a huge lead. It's 12-6 now. He can take some chances at that point. And now there's a winner too tight to the wall for Cam to steal to get back. So it's 13-6. Wow, 13-6 in the third.
I don't think Khalifa and Callis have dropped a game yet this tournament.
They're certainly not good. They don't look like they're going to drop a game today.
No, I think it was 3-0 yesterday for them.
But Ferreira and Pili won easily yesterday as well. I'm very surprised this is this one-sided.
The return of Callis.
Another one. Another reverse
Mikey
corner
could get it,
backing
yeah.
up. Overhead backhand volleyball. He's backing up.
Yeah. And
Right.
Mikey was well in front of him, too.
Incredible shot. Ferreira's one of the fastest retrievers in the game, but he's not getting them. So it's 14-7 now. 2-love, 14-7.
Attempted put away by
Cam just hit, I
Callis.
think, a drop shot for 14-8. Callis is trying to reverse off the back wall. You don't do that unless you know you're home free. So Cam at 14-8, 8-14 down. Oh, and it's in by
That's
Ferreira.
it.
That ends it. Wow, 15-5, 10 and 8.
Dominant performance from
Dominant
Khalifa and
performance.
Callis.
I was expecting
Mikey
this
fought
to be,
hard.
I thought this was going to be much closer than
Yeah.
that.
Mikey was sticking with it till the end.
Right. Wow, great going on the part of Chris Callis and Osama Khalifa, and they're into
They'll
the
be in
final
the finals
now.
tomorrow night.
We'll be back later with the second semi.
Toughest thing about squash is probably maintaining your body and keeping it injury-free.
Toughest thing about squash is physical aspects. You get gas. You know, your tank only has so much gas in it.
Oof, the lunges, tough on the lower back. I'll play one match and struggle to recover in 3-4 days. But it's physically demanding, but it's fun. It keeps you on your toes.
Probably the fitness aspect, because again, if you take even a week off, you're gonna feel it and you'll be so far away from everybody else fitness-wise.
Coming back from injuries and trying to stay mentally focused.
Not completely losing it when you feel like you've just had a really bad match or a really bad game and you want to break your racket. Keeping it together is incredibly tough for me.
The mental aspect, sometimes a match can be an hour and a half long, trying to stay focused with the physical challenges. So I think just that mental toughness and staying in the game losing.
This is Rob Dinnerman, and we are honored to have Osama Khalifa doing the commentary with me. He was just outstanding, he and Chris Callis, in their 3-game dominant, really, semifinal win just now over Michael Ferrer and Campilli. Great going, Osama. You were terrific today.
Thank you, Rob. It was a fun match to be part of, and we're here waiting for another good match about to start.
And you could do some scouting as well in terms of tomorrow night's final,
exactly.
Right?
Here to strategize a little bit.
We're about to start. It looks like Bamber and Alexander, James Bamber and Alexander in the white are serving to Josh Hughes and Kyle Martino. And here we go.
So Rob, in a match like this, what do you think for Team Black the strategy should be for them against Alexander and Bamber?
I think they have to have a hot shooting streak. I think they've got to force the play. Bamber and Alexander have been so dominant when the match just is allowed to play to their rhythm that I think that Josh and Kyle really need to change the play and just force them out of their comfort zone. They seem so comfortable.
Absolutely.
Especially Zach. He seems to never get rattled by anything that's going on around him.
Yeah, well, a quick 2-0. Alexander came right off the gate shooting, hitting 2 winners quickly, just like that, up 2 love. Alexander is certainly in the left wall, incredible hands, very silky, and just moves the ball around honestly better than anyone. So, I think Josh and Kyle need to be, and I think they're very well aware that they need to push up every time Alexander turns on his forehand, because he can just do so much damage, just like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, a forehand roll corner winner from the back wall.
Yeah.
And Josh was a little too far back for it. So it's 3-love in about a minute and a half so far.
I don't think this is a matchup that we've seen before. I believe this is the first time Kyle and Josh play together as a team. So it will also be important to see how quickly they kind of come together and collect as a group. So 4-love, strong start.
They were the only semifinal team that lost a game yesterday.
Josh and Kyle?
Yep. Everything else is 3-love.
It's interesting. So far, I think Alexander hit 5 winners.
Yep. Yeah, no, he's cruising so far.
Yeah, I think getting a good length for Team Black will be crucial. Here we go. It's a nice winner by Josh.
Yep.
Josh has time on the ball and is standing in the front of the court. He's incredibly dangerous. Has so many options. Has good heat. Hits a really good reverse. Has a good front drop shot.
We saw the reverse just now.
Yeah,
the first point.
exactly. And then on the right wall.
Oh, that could be a stroke.
Yeah, I think. And that was that a lep ball?
Yeah, they played a lep, but that could have been a stroke.
Yeah, and then on the right wall, you have Jim Bamber, former world #1, and Kyle Martino. These two have played against each other numerous times and know each other's game very well. Both very strong players. Bamber moves the ball around incredibly well and hits a good reverse and is quick and is just very, very tough on that right wall. And so is Kyle. When Kyle gets in the groove and gets a little bit of confidence, he can hit a volley nick, he can hit a good reverse, also very quick. So
he was the best player on the court in his match yesterday. He played beautifully. And Kyle's only biggest tournament win this year was with you in the Big Apple Open this fall.
That's right, yeah. We played, we actually...
and played this team, Bamber and Alexander.
Correct, yeah, in the final. Kyle
very
played,
close 4-game final.
Yep, Kyle played very well that match. Oh, and here's another... Yeah, Zach is just, his ability to attack from any corner of the court is exceptional.
2-6 on the right. Just put a tin on Josh did on that swing. Okay, good call, good stoppage by Kyle. He's very good at watching what's going on behind him when he's in front.
Yes, I agree with that. There's a very good court awareness and right off the serve. Yeah, I feel like Team Black has to be expecting basically anything that comes off of his racket, off of Zach's racket, to kind of push up and just be ready to. Yeah, here's an unforced error. He needs to watch these a little bit.
Right. Which Josh didn't do, by the way, on the reverse corner serve return that Alexander hit at the previous point. So it's 8-2 now in the first. And Alexander just hit a good forehand, sort of inside-out forehand that Josh couldn't get his racket on in time.
Yeah, so you can tell that Team White is playing Josh and Kyle down the middle a lot. Just kind of turn them both on their backhand, which I think makes a lot of sense. That's a good squeeze by Josh. Kind of hitting it back at Zach.
Alexander finally hit a 10.
Yep. So 3-9, quite some gap there. But it's always tricky with these first games, just until the teams settle in and get the nerves sorted.
Well, you guys set the tone for the match when you won your first game 15-5 today. They never really recovered from that.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot by Jim Bamber.
Yep, and overhead into the front left neck. That is a great shot.
He hits this shot so well, and he's always looking for it as well, and he has the ability to hit that shot very well as well.
So that's something you need to watch out for when you play against them, right?
Definitely. He's always hunting for these shots, and it's tricky because he also has good pace and can break the ball really well. So it's a lethal combination. Yeah. And here we go again, and he has the reverse.
Because you could be caught in between on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Not sure what happened.
A tight reverse corner. What's what Kyle was asking about?
Yeah, I think they're playing a lip ball.
I don't think so. I think it's 10-3.
Point 10-3. Yeah, I'm not sure what Kyle
I think Kyle was questioning a get somewhere in there.
That's a great shot.
Nice roll corner off the volley. That's not easy to open up your racket like that. James doesn't hit that shot usually. That's rare for him, isn't it?
Bamber?
Yeah, on that volley forehand roll corner.
I've seen him hit this shot a few times. Again, he's very aware of everyone's position on court. And so he can tell that both of them are kind of like hanging in the back. Mm-hmm. And so he just moves, just such a simple shot, but actually hard to execute and so effective.
Mm-hmm. Just caught a nick on an overhead. Wow.
Oh, wow. That's a beautiful shot.
And that's the third time he's done that already in this game.
Unbelievable.
Wow. And reaching well over his head, too.
So 12-3, strong start for Team White.
Bamber, Alexander, nice shot by Kyle.
I think that flipped the 10.
13-3.
Yeah, that's just flipped the 10.
They need a lot more of that, though.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And that's what they need to do, I think, is try to force things.
So silky of Zach.
Yep.
14-3
Just
right.
rolls it above his head into the neck.
Yeah.
Does that so well.
Yeah.
Both, yeah.
Bamber's really good. I mean, Alexander's really good over his head backhand.
Absolutely. Lethal. Yeah. There we go again. Yeah, this is a dangerous zone they need to get away from.
Got them out of position, and the front right was open.
Absolutely. Oh, 14-4. I guess he missed that one. There's a point to Martino Hughes.
That's a stroke.
That's a stroke.
That should be a stroke, yep. So, first game, 15-4, very dominant. We'll be back to you in a moment or two. Okay, we're back now, ready for the second game. The first game was a very dominant 15-4. Osama, in your view, what do Josh and Kyle have to do to change this match around? Because so far, they've done nothing to take the white team out of their comfort zone.
Yeah, strong first game for Team White. I feel like for Team Black, they really need to find their length a little better, kind of move both Zach and Bamber. And right off the gate, just to nick from Bamber.
Right.
They need to kind of push him a lot further back, have him hit from the door a lot more. That's a good shot by Kyle. And then just not be shy once there to take it in, just like Kyle did right here. And then most importantly, they need to limit the unforced errors, because you kind of can't, for a team like that, you can't give them any easy errors. You kind of have to work the rally, extend the points, and kind of keep working it. Yeah, so that's a better, oh, wow, that's a good dig by Bamber, and Kyle was just an awkward position, couldn't wrap a racket around it.
Well, but they had an open court there. They really need to convert those situations. But yeah, because Bamber was way out of position.
Absolutely.
Well, let's see if they call it let there or not. They probably will, won't they? It was a pretty good drop shot he hit.
It's a good drop shot.
Yeah, they did call
Sounds like, yeah. So let ball 2-1. Yeah, it's a smart shot from Jim. Yeah, Team White, you can always tell they have a strategy, they come out, they execute it very well. It's a beautiful shot from Zach.
Low corner, it's really tight. Josh is not, he's hit several of those in front of Josh. And there's other things Josh has to worry about. So, you know, you do have to, he did leave the front left open. And there's no way Kyle can get over there in time, the way the ball's angled.
So Team Black is actually doing a better job here in this game, kind of, you know, having a game plan. So they're also, so both teams are playing the door. That's a beautiful shot by Josh.
Yep.
That's exactly the looks that he needs to be taken in. It's just executes it perfectly.
He was set up by the fact that Bamber hit a pretty shallow shot off the back wall, but you're absolutely right.
Yep.
Oh,
so
good cover.
It's a good cover and takes in the reverse, and Kyle, yeah.
Good exchange here.
Yeah, so these are better rallies. These are exactly the rallies that Team Black needs to be playing.
Yep.
Keep courting the ball. Yep. Back of the door, and we still need to be. Oh, I think that's a
Mishit,
A miss-hit winner. Wow.
Oh, wow. They could use a couple like that at this point.
That's
Give them a little momentum. Well,
right.
they've already equaled their total for the first game. It's 4-2.
4-2 up. Let's see if they can leverage that.
Sometimes when you get a break or two, it you
helps.
can build off it.
Absolutely. It's a good job by Kyle. Awesome retrieving by Jim. They're all playing the door. That's a beautiful 3-ball post from Kyle.
He had a backhand 3-1 back.
Couldn't have
How
hit it any
about that?
better.
I've never seen Kyle try that shot.
Yeah, and these are the matches where you kind of have to go for these type of shots.
Well, that was audacious and very well struck.
So 5-2. Yeah, it's a beautiful angle by Jim.
3-5 coming in.
Yeah, just perfectly.
Right past Josh. I think Josh was expecting a front left shot and wasn't quite ready when he went hard at him.
Yeah, and that's what Jim does really well. From the front, he kind of can go at your backhand, can go at your forehand, and then he also has that drop shot, so it's really hard to read. And every now and then he actually will catch you with a trickle boast, so he kind of works different options from there. So, yeah. That's a nice shot by Josh Hughes.
If Josh can hit winners from the front left, which he's done twice this game at least, that could really change this. They're up 6-3 now. Wow, quite a turnaround so far.
Yeah, you gotta push up on these ones.
Whoa. Physical play on the right wall there.
That's a great shot by Josh.
Good for him.
Yeah, these are the ones that actually Zach has to be careful about, because if Josh has time in that front left, he has really good hands, he has good heat. So these are the ones that Josh should be looking to take in, and so far this game he's doing a much better job of.
A great job at it. Bamber, it's not that easy to beat up front.
No, absolutely not.
On each of those winners, he had position on Alexander too, and therefore was able to have a little extra room to tuck the ball in.
Yeah, that's better work.
Wow,
by
good
Kyle.
play by
Yeah.
Kyle. Caught Bamber a little bit off guard on that down the middle. So it's 8-3 in the second. It's an enormous turnaround from the first game. And you can see they're feeling a lot more confident too.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, that's a good
great play by Zach.
Yeah.
There have been winners down the middle of this game. You're right about them playing the door and going down there. And you're right, it's two backhands that they're going up against them, because Josh is left-handed.
It's a good rally.
Yeah, I'll have to go for a strong shot by Zach.
Again, down the middle, put them on their backhands, keep working the ball. And then try to find the neck. Yeah. Oh, did he miss that?
No, he nailed it.
5-8 coming in.
Oh, that's
what
a
shot
perfect shot by
wow.
Bamber.
Not much room on that one.
No, that's such good hands.
That was just a reflex play, yeah.
And again, he's so good with these kind of quick shots. Just puts in the racket and finds the angle.
And he stays up in the court, so he has to be. I mean, he's kind of relying on that tremendous skill he has.
Oh, that's a great job by Kyle. Just goes for the reverse.
Good for him.
That's a great second game.
Kyle's got a lot of firepower. It's not quite as evident as like when Cam Pilley tees off at a ball, but
he can do a lot of damage, Kyle. Yeah. He's, I think, quite an underrated player, actually, in my opinion. But he can do so much. And here's an unforced error by Josh. He needs to kind of keep these out.
But it's the kind of shot that he hit some winners on earlier. I think they have to live with that, don't they? I mean, or you think that was not a shot?
I think that one was a little too forced.
A little too ambitious.
Yeah, a little too ambitious, especially that stage of the game.
Yep. You don't want to let this team back.
I think he made that. Yeah, he made that.
That
That's
is
a
some
great
shot, a backhand.
Yeah, that's a
Reflex
great.
backhand roll corner volley.
So much better by Team Black. I think Team White will be here looking to regroup a little bit, keep working the ball. Yeah, see, oh, that's almost out of court.
Whoa.
Yep, here's the,
Oh.
that's what Jim does so
Wow.
well. Amazing retrieval. Yeah,
He's covered the whole court, the whole front of the court here.
he's very capable of doing that.
Made 4 really good gets on different parts of the front part of the court.
Yeah.
That is really hard to do.
It's a great rally up the middle.
Good defensive play by Josh.
I feel like this will be some winner. Wow, there it is.
Boy,
That is exactly what they need. Oh my God.
that's a great shot. Josh is the one who's really picked up his game in this game compared to the first game.
I think he's like him and Elroy like must be like most improved this, in my opinion, this season. They've just like, especially honestly, like Josh has really taken out a lot of the errors that usually he would give, and he's just become a lot more steady and so dangerous.
Although Elroy had a tough match yesterday.
Yeah, that was a tougher match for sure. Yeah, that's a great shot again by Josh, and Bender couldn't get a racket
Almost got
on
it,
it.
yeah.
Yep, almost got it.
The fact he almost got it from as far away as he was shows how
Totally.
fast he is. But in the meantime, they're down 12-6 now.
Yeah, so,
this
but don't write Team White out off this game yet. They can come back into it.
I don't think they're going to come back in this game.
Oh, what a pickup.
Yep.
Just right at Jim, smart.
13-6, wow.
Josh here trying to find the nick again. Really smart though, working it. Like now I think that's a better balance of kind of working the rallies and then taking it in. Yeah, that's just such a nice shot by Josh. In that 3-wall reverse.
You know, so far it's been such a cruise for Zach Alexander and James Bamber. This is the first time they've really had somebody punch them back in the face.
Totally.
It's 14-6 now.
Oh. And Kyle gets that. All right, 1-all. That's a much stronger now. It's a more balanced match.
Zach almost conceded that point.
Yeah.
They're not going to win at 14-6. He just said, let's get this over with and get out and regroup.
Yeah.
But they are going to have to regroup. I mean, we've now exchanged 2 really one-sided games, 15-4 and then 15-6.
Yeah.
But I mean, they haven't come close to losing a game yet, and they got beaten badly in this game.
Yeah.
They're not. There's not a team that's going to panic or anything. But now let's put it this way: at the very least, Josh and Kyle have their full attention.
Absolutely, and if they can, I mean, the start of that third game will be crucial just to set the tone.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I
just
think
like the start of the second game changed
Exactly.
the tone of this match from what had happened in the first game.
Absolutely. All right, we'll see. We'll be back in a moment after this after this one.
Yep.
Best thing about squash is definitely the competitive aspect. Even though there's no physical contact, at times it does feel like you're almost like boxing with your opponent, but it's all mental.
The combination of the competitive side of things and the social side.
The people. It's really fun to go to tournaments and hang out with all my friends.
Best thing about squash is getting to stay fit and play an enjoyable game and meet new friends on the tour.
The best thing is the accountability that it gives you, because you have to be consistently training or else you're not going to play very well.
Traveling. You get to go to places you wouldn't go otherwise and get to know meet new people.
The best thing about squash, I think, is the feeling of accomplishment when you just played the best game, hit every shot how you wanted to play it, and you've worked well with your partner.
The best part about squash is that it's super therapeutic.
Okay, we are ready for the third game now. Two one-sided games that have been exchanged between the two teams. And as Osama said, this third game, the beginning, is going to be very important in terms of setting the tone for this match. If that was just a one-game bump in the road, or if it's going to be a more permanent term, because it's a great second game that Kyle and Josh played.
It's a great shot by Zach
To start the third game.
Yeah, so they really gotta be stepping up for these ones.
Yep. And they were definitely stunned by what happened in that second game.
It's good length by Josh. Again, they're all, yep, that's better length. Yep, putting Team Black at the door. And then, yeah, that's a kind of a silly shot from Kyle. Can't be giving Zach these kind of
Opening,
looks.
especially when he's in front of Josh to begin with.
Yeah, can't. Yeah. I think he was trying to go for the three-wall boast Nick again, since it worked.
Which he got in the second game.
Yeah, I don't think he can get away with it twice.
No, that's a very, very tough shot to execute.
Oh my God!
Zach,
that's such a beautiful
so Zach
shot.
is out loose here. 2 winners of the first 3 points.
That's just such a.
Yeah, Josh never saw it.
I don't think anyone saw that one.
That's right.
And here's another. Yeah, that's trouble. Nice shot by Josh, but
got away with that one.
But they really need to be playing a bit more back of the court. I think this kind of drop, like front of the court, I think actually favors Team White.
Yep, absolutely. Well, even though they lost that point, they're very good at that. Bamber's a great scrambler for one thing.
Yeah, I know.
But, okay, good call. 3-1 right now. Zach Alexander serving from the left box. Oof. This hit bit almost died in front of Bamber.
Oh my God, did he just roll that?
Wow. From a tough angle.
Oh my goodness.
Did catch a nick there.
That's a perfect boast.
Yeah, and it had to be. Bamber had everything else. Yeah.
That's right.
So it's 2-3 now.
2-3.
Josh is ready for that one.
Down the middle on Josh's backhand. Back to down the middle. Yeah, Team White is very good at just working the rallies and being patient, and yeah, that's just too good.
Good shot by Zach. That's his 3rd win of this game already.
That's such a hard shot to
and he had
hit.
a run of winners in the first game that opened that game up.
So 4-2.
Good battle between Josh and
that's a tough shot for
Bamber. Good cover by Kyle.
Oh. And just missed it. But he just like moved them very well and had the opening, so it's the right shot, but just clipped the...
Yep. And he's been making that shot. Happened to just catch the top of the tin on that one.
So 3-4. Josh going for it here, and it's a nice lob.
Yep.
Good reset.
For a pretty tough get, too.
Oh, and that's a miss.
Let's see what happened. He didn't
just missed that one. Wasn't
he didn't have his feet set or anything on that one.
Yeah.
Just trying to sort of steal the point a little bit. Yeah.
5-3.
There was that opening, but he wasn't really set for the shot. So, James Bamber serving at 5-3 in the third game. 1 game apiece. Just another 10 from Josh.
Yeah. So these are the type of kind of errors he has to take out if they want to kind of go all the way here. No, gotta let that one go.
Yeah, he should have. Kyle had a much better swing at it behind
Yeah,
him. Yep.
yeah. All right, and just like that, they're 7-3 down.
Yep.
Now that's a tough
hole to climb out of.
Yeah.
Especially with such a consistent team as an opponent.
Totally. 3 unforced errors. No, Kyle. That's here's a 4th unforced error.
And that's partly, I think, since Josh has hit a couple of unforced errors, it tightens up the partner sometimes, and he thinks he has to go for too much.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little contagious.
Yep.
So 8-3 down. I think Team White is a little too comfortable here at this stage of the 3rd game. And such a nice, I think he made that shot, didn't he?
I think so.
No. Oh no, just yeah. Okay. But he's very capable of making these ones for sure.
And has made several. Josh cut a nick in front of Denver, it looked like. Yep.
So 5-8.
Yeah. 2 winners there.
Slowly crawling back, but just need to keep that consistency up.
That's right.
Nope, that's a dangerous shot to give to Zach.
And looking at Zach to make them pay for it.
It's a good angle by Jim. Going at his forehand and going in his backhand, just mixing it up.
Oh boy, here's an open ball.
Yeah, it's trouble. Yep.
Yep. Zach blew it past Josh. That was forced by the fact that Josh had to hit the previous shot off the back wall. That resulted in a real sitter for Alexander.
Absolutely. There's a rare unforced error from Zach.
He had an opening there.
6-9 on the right.
But he's usually been in front of Josh when he hits those shots, and that gives him a big advantage. He happened to 10 that one.
It's a good shot by Josh.
Good.
That's a stroke. Oh, and he played it.
Good play by Bamber to stay at the point. He was stuck on the right wall.
Did that make it?
It's unclear what happened here. Certainly Kyle doesn't think it did.
It looked...
Ooh.
Yeah, I couldn't
I'd
tell.
like to see.
Let's see the replay.
Yeah, is there a replay on that? No? Okay.
I think they might be playing...
They're talking about it back and forth.
Oh, looks like it's a point
They
awarded
gave
to
a
Team
point
Black.
to Hughes and Martino. Wow, they're got it down to 2
Okay,
now.
7-9.
Yeah.
Nice shot by...
Good play by Alexander.
Yeah.
It's a sharp shot.
It's trouble.
Oh!
Oh my goodness. It's probably the...
Oh my goodness, a behind the back winner.
Wow.
Are you...
This is the best shot I've ever seen, I think.
That was right down the middle. Josh was completely wrong-handed on it, and he hit a backhand reflex volley winner.
It's incredible.
That's certainly the shot of the tournament so far.
Absolutely.
And that makes it 8-9. That's a big point.
That is a big point.
That is a big point.
I think Alexander will be... Oh, that's a nice shot. That's a good spot by Kyle.
That's changing this whole game. It's 9-all now from 5-9.
Absolutely. 9-all. The momentum shift is...
Yep. This match is dead even right now. 1-all, 9-all.
It's a nice lob by Jim. He's going to be looking to take it in.
Good play by Kyle. Kyle's really good at getting over to that front left when he feels he needs to. He sees it early and he darts over there.
It's a nice lob.
Yeah.
It's overhit by Josh.
Out of court, I think.
Yeah, out of court. Crucial point of the game. 10-9, Team White. Wow, I think that's a 3-wall Actually, it's a 4-wall boast, I think.
Well, that's right. A couple of good reflex points that
So
Hughes has
10
hit.
all. Wow, Josh Hughes on fire. It's a nice shot by Jim.
Good get by Josh.
Yep.
Wrong-handed on that one a little bit.
Yeah, Josh, when he has time.
Oh, no.
That's.
Tried to backhand a roll corner, a forehand roll corner at the back wall that hit him badly.
He really can't be hitting any of these at that
that's
point
right.
of the game.
You're not going to hit a winner against Bamber
Yeah.
against that anyway.
And he knows it too, so
Right.
you can tell
That was
Josh is
so
annoyed
sort of
with
a-
himself. Yeah, on that left wall, Josh, when he has time, he hits a good nick. I think actually him and Ashley Davis both are very dangerous from that position because they both can just absolutely bury the nick. So for these guys, and I think Team White is doing a great job kind of keeping it out of Josh's, line of fire.
Oh, Josh.
It's a nice lob by Kyle.
Yeah, he saw the roll corner early. He's got very good anticipation.
That's better from Team Black, just
Yep.
working the rally. Oh,
Oh, he made a rally kind of deep.
that's a big
He
shot.
lobbed him deep and then just nudged it above the 10.
That's a perfect shot.
Oh boy, that's not much margin for error on that one though. That was very tight. So it's 11 all now. And they could take this game. They're closer to it than I think they thought they'd be when they're down. Certainly at 9-5.
That's
Oh!
a great shot
Oh,
by Jim.
what a get.
What a get by Kyle. And
Josh hit
just
a 10, I think, right?
Yeah, he went again for a 3-wall boast and just missed it.
Kyle darted over there. That was a good get to keep the point alive.
Yeah, but again.
But they lost the point in the end.
Yeah. It's a good rally.
Yeah, an important rally.
Yep. Just setting up the ball here in the back of the court. You can tell Zach is just
Zach
waiting.
got that one. Good reverse by Josh, but Zach got there actually pretty easily.
He's going for the reverse, just missed it.
Longest point of the match so far, I think.
That's right. Ooh. Oh, he should not have asked for a let here because he just hit a winner.
He hit him in the leg with it.
Yeah. So 12-11.
They're still going to play let on that.
Yeah, let ball.
Josh serving 11-12 to Bamber.
It's a let ball.
Yep.
Let ball.
Wow, Bamber just going for it.
Yep,
And I
he
think
went
it's
for it.
out of court.
And he got it.
Yeah, out of court.
Yeah. Because it was so low that Josh had to scoop it.
Yeah, so Team Black needs to regroup here and kind of play a couple of long rallies and just make it a little tougher. I think so far
That
at
was
10-all. And here's another unforced error by Josh. And just like that, they're down game ball.
They tried so hard to get to 14 to 11 all, and they've lost 3 points in a row, mostly on their own fault. Oh, that's a long way back from 14-11. Bamber and Alexander are really good at converting this kind of late game.
Absolutely,
run.
very experienced.
I'd be shocked if they lose this game at this point.
Yeah, that's, I think, there it is.
No. So 4 points for they just asserted themselves. That was a real. That could be the defining moment of this match.
Absolutely.
So right now, Bamber and Alexander lead 2-1 after winning the last 4 points of the third game from 11 all. We'll be back for the fourth game in a few minutes. Okay, we're ready to start the fourth game. Alexander and Bamber were at 11-all in the third and won the last 4 points. There were some loose points that particularly Josh Hughes played, and all of a sudden it was actually a pretty quick 4-point run after they'd worked very hard to catch them at 11-all after being down 9-5. So the real question is whether they can recover from the way, not only from losing that game, but from the way they lost that game, to make this a competitive fourth game and maybe force a fifth.
Absolutely.
Bamber's about to serve at love all.
So again, not to state the obvious, but obviously, you know, the beginning of this game just to set the tone and kind of, you know, is going to be absolutely crucial. Taking out the unforced errors, working the rallies above Team White's head.
Which they've done so far at this point.
So far, good start. Need to be a little patient until they kind of get a good look at things. Is it trouble?
Oh, good play by Josh there.
Yeah, nice recovery. Still in it.
Starting all over again.
It's a good first point.
Kyle's getting good depth on it.
Yeah, and here's the winner.
And
that's
the winner, and he
rally.
made it. Good for him.
That's exactly the kind of rally that Team Black needs to be playing.
Yep.
And unfortunately for them, they need to be playing that tough of a rally every rally, and that's what Team White kind of, you know, like forces you to do. It's just, and he just hits a beautiful winner, Zach here. Oh, he misses it actually. All right.
Yeah, the first point they first of all got good depth and then buried the opening.
That's right. Oh, tough one.
They're starting this game well.
Yeah, that's a tough shot for. Yeah, it's just such a nice shot. Just not deep enough. You kind of, you know. I think Josh went for the, you know, the Philly, but wasn't high enough for Zach.
And by then he was backed off behind Zach, who could then bury the reverse corner. Got a little confused there as to who was going to play that.
Yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful shot by Jim Bamber.
Yeah, and he hasn't been going short that much this match, but that was a real step away reverse corner.
That was just so well executed and
of a pretty sharply angled ball that was coming in at him.
Absolutely, and that's what he's capable of doing. You know, it's tough because you're kind of trying to avoid the left wall with Zach, so you go to the right wall, but then, you know, Jim also is very capable of putting the ball away and can pick up balls, and it's really, really tough team to play. Not a lot of holes in their game, really.
Good defense by Josh.
Josh just managing to...
Four of them. Four good reflex plays.
Managed to get the racket on every shot so far, but that's very good pressure by Team White.
Yeah.
It's a nice shot by Zach, resetting. That's a great overhead winner by Josh. Yeah, he's that was a huge point for them for confidence and
after they'd lost to two straight reverse corner winners on the previous 2 points. Oh, good. No, he didn't get it.
Oh,
another winner by Josh.
4-2, just like that.
Yeah, and he's had 3 winners and he's 4 points. It was a good coming back from the way he had a rough end of the third game.
Yeah, the key here is to not, you know, kind of force it too much. He now has a little bit of a hot hand, and just to kind of be able to contain it. Because when he finds that balance, it's just no stopping Josh, really. It's a good shot. Good dig by Jim.
Good dig, that's right, because he was forced out of a quick adjustment.
Strubble.
Stayed up though.
Yeah, Kyle is.
I thought it was going to die behind Kyle.
Again to the door, resetting.
Again to the door. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I think Josh just missed that. And he missed that one in the second game as well. I don't think that's the shot he should be going for.
That's right. And you said at the time it wasn't even the right shot to try.
No.
Bamber's too far up, and that's just not enough room to step
I think I think Bamber's all over that.
Yep, exactly. Even if it's up.
Yeah, I don't think that's the right shot. I think he missed that one as well.
He did. Yep. Trying to stick it a little too tight. Bamber's coming up behind him. Yep.
So 4-all, that's trouble for Team Black.
Yep. They were up 4-2.
Yeah.
2-11, 4-2.
Yeah, so Josh will hit, 3 winners, and then he'll, so far, will kind of make up for them by hitting 2-3 unforced errors. Oh.
Great play by Kyle.
Wow, Kyle should have left that one.
Gonna get a let out of that?
No, I think Kyle tried to hit that one on his back, actually.
Oh, okay. It hit him,
yeah.
I think.
And I think Josh could have taken that one.
Yeah, Josh definitely had a swing and a play on it. He had crossed over and was ready to play it. That was courageous, but maybe not well conceived. Surprised they didn't try the court off, by the way. I noticed that you guys did when somebody slipped in your match.
So 5-4, so they kind of really need these next couple of points in order to stay in it. Otherwise, it will be, No, that's not the right one. And he missed that one. 6-4, Team White.
I think Kyle had a play on it also.
Kyle saw it, and
I think they got confused as to who was going to play that.
Yeah, and
I think Josh didn't think Kyle was as close as he was to it. So that's 4 straight points now. That's what they need to do, is keep Bamber and Alexander from going on an extended run. And right now they're on the verge of that.
That's right. Oh my goodness.
It was up, it stayed up.
I think that was
that makes up for the behind the back winner in the second game.
That's right. But I think that 3-wall boast was actually intentional from Bamber.
Yeah.
Sorry, from Alexander, excuse me.
Yeah, that was a hit. Oh, you think it was intentional, right? You think he was
I'll have to rewatch it. It looked pretty good to me.
Let's see what happens here. The point, there was a...
Yeah, I think it was not up, but Zach is frustrated asking the referees to call it as they see it.
So it's 7-5, that means? Yeah.
Yep.
That was a run of 5 straight points just now.
Yep, and here's another winner
by Zach. He had them both on their heels.
Yep, and he hits this ball so well because the swing looks the same. Yeah. So disguises it so well. And here's the trickle boast from Bamber that we talked about.
That one Josh got though.
Yep, but kind of the right one. Yeah, that's perfect.
There's a great backhand drive. He had Josh a little bit on his hip, and that gave him just enough room to drive it down the wall.
That's such a nice line.
Okay, so now it's 9-5.
Yeah, it's looking a little tougher at this point.
Yep. 9-5 from 2-4. That's a 7-1 run. And hit it out of court. They both were swinging the ball together. They've gotten a little bit shaken here by what's these. First of all, Bamber and Alexander have picked up the pace, and it's taking a toll on these guys.
Yeah, so 10-5. This is where
there's another winner.
Yeah, another winner.
Whoa!
That's a great winner by Bamber.
He let out a little yell afterwards.
Yeah, and now it's 11-5, so I think we're going to be seeing some more kind of ambitious shots being hit by Team White.
I think that this is a long way back at this point.
Yeah, here's
and Martino just hit a tin, 12-5. That's what they do. They have these runs against teams, and it's just that's a terrible error.
Another unfortunate error. So
Josh hit the ball into the floor as he was backing up on a volley. So it's now 13-5 from 2-4. And they're not letting them back in on this. This is not a team that's very good at finishing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We're Philly. Good one.
Be a winner.
A good one.
Trouble. It was just so nice to watch kind of Zach move the ball around so comfortably and then puts it just in like
and then stick the winner in.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And they've totally controlled this point.
Yeah. And out of court.
Wow. About 6 or 7 errors in this run here, really. Right? About that many?
Yeah, I think that's
14-5 now.
Match point. That's a great get by Jim.
No, they're not giving them anything. They finally lost the point, but
yeah, it's
so it's 6-14 now.
6-14. I think Zach here is going to be shooting off the serve if it's an easy enough
He's
serve.
Going to do something.
I would.
Just to end with a flourish.
Oh no. Yeah.
That's the end of that. Yeah. Okay. So. So from 15-6, right, the last game? Okay, so that was a 13-2 run to end the match, and about 6 or 7 errors were part of that, at least, in that run. All credit to Josh and Kyle for winning that second game and for getting the third to 11 all, but really the last parts of the third game carried into the fourth. And by the time they won those 4 points, actually pretty easily, because Kyle and Josh did not play a good last 4 points. They had too much momentum to be overcome. And so you guys are going to you guys are the two best teams in the tournament, and you both have won your matches. This was decisive, even though it was 4 games. Yours was very decisive earlier. So you must be excited about tomorrow.
Yeah, it should be a fun one. I mean, we've played Zach and Bamber many times, and it's always a very tough battle, and hopefully it's a high quality match, high quality squash, and yeah.
And the last time you played them, it was in a 5th game, and you injured your ankle, and so the match had to end there, and you missed several months afterwards, and they went on to win the final.
That's right, yeah, and they won, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
and you came very close to winning in 4. It was close in the 4th, and they managed to win 15-13. And early in the 5th, you had your injury. So this is sort of, in some ways, your first real. This is sort of you played them many times, as you said.
Yeah.
But this is this match will really sort of determine at least where your teams are, and unfortunately. James Stout and Scott Arnold aren't here because, for the best of possible reasons, James' wife just gave birth to their second child.
Yes, congratulations to James Stout and Tina. I doubt they're listening in on this. They have a lot more important things they're dealing with.
That's right.
That's right. Huge congratulations to both of them.
Right.
Amazing.
Right. And congratulations to you. You and Chris played beautifully today.
Thank you very much.
And huge thanks for coming on the show here. I mean, you were the key to this whole production.
I appreciate it. Thank you,
Rob.
Rob.
It's an honor to work with you.
Thank you very much, Rob. I appreciate it.
Be well. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.